Right, hello guys, DJ Bagpuss here and welcome back to Examining England, and today we're going to be analysing England's Nations League progress and tournament so far, bearing in mind that they've only played like one game and we've also had another international match, and it has been an international break, and you may be sitting there and think to yourself, why haven't I not done two match reviews to England's game against Spain on Saturday and then England's game yesterday against Switzerland? Well, two reasons. Firstly, I was really ill. So on Saturday, I was so ill that I could barely see, let alone record. And yesterday, I was incredibly ill as well. So I was just in no fit state of mind to record a video. And also, I'm just kind of not really getting into England. Like, I just haven't really had the kind of energy and also not really had the motivation to, let alone watch England, to recall me talking about England. I have watched both of the matches. I watched Saturday's match against Spain, as England faced Spain at Wembley, and I did watch yesterday's match against Switzerland, even though I wasn't particularly feeling great. But, I do examine England. I wanted to do a video, and as part of the international break, I wanted to just give you guys my general thoughts and feelings. Won't be on here for much long today. It won't be a particularly long video, probably about 6 or 7 minutes, just giving my general thoughts and feelings to the Nations League tournament and the idea and concept that you have in relation to that tournament, and then I'll briefly explain my thoughts and feelings to England at the end of this video. But the UEFA Nations League is a very interesting idea that UEFA have. It's kind of like they want to make meaningless friendly games like meaningful now. And, I can understand why they're doing this, because we all kind of got really carried away this summer. And, I have been interested to see England, since their World Cup, campaign. Because, this summer, England made us believe and dream, and it was the closest I felt to England in my entire life. Like, I generally thought, as with everybody else, and every single person in the country thought that England were going to go and win the World Cup. We were all dreaming and we were all believing. And then, as we got knocked out of the World Cup, we sort of were honed back to reality. But, it was a turning point, because until that point, I don't think, and myself included, many of us just do not give the time of day for international friendlies. And with England's kind of, blistering and amazing World Cup campaign, everyone was saying, and the talk of the terrace would be that this was going to change, and that suddenly and finally everybody was really going to get involved and get into international football. And that just simply has not happened at all. The problem is that the Nations League is a nice idea. We've seen so many garbage, international friendly games that have not meant anything, where this Nations League, it kind of gives the players something to fight for. It's a trophy. It could also be a nice way of getting into Euro 2020 in a very easy way. But it just hasn't really, we've only seen a couple of games. We can't really make an accurate kind of, analysis over it, because we haven't seen too much of the campaign. But from what I have seen of the Nations League in England so far, and I've seen England play over 180 minutes, I'm just not really impressed, and I'm not really excited, and I don't really care. And that might sound like really harsh, but I just don't. The England-Spain game was awful. It was a really poor game to watch from minute 1 to minute 90, and I didn't even care that we lost. I was a little bit peeved off at the way that we didn't get the equalising goal, and how Welbeck's goal didn't stand, but apart from that, I didn't really give a shit. And then, the game yesterday when England played Switzerland, although you're going to be seeing this on Thursday, so the game 2 nights ago was equally as awful. It wasn't, from a moment of brilliance by Marcus Rashford, what else was there? What really was, in that game? So, I just think that if it's not a World Cup, or if it's not a European Championship tournament, then it's really hard to really get behind England and really be kind of, enthusiastic and supportive and be like, yeah, this is great. It's just been a bit timid and a bit flat and a bit boring. And, I don't like sitting here and saying, being all negative about it, but I just generally just did not give a shit about England's performances at all. But what I was interested on is to see how the squad were going to be and how the squad were going to, you know, come together and how they were going to interact with each other, you know, after the World Cup glory. And, you know, again, we've kind of just fallen back to our old habits, really. We still can't defend. We still haven't got that core midfielder, you know, that can, you know, break defences open. We still seem a little bit flat in that area. And I just think that we're just falling a little bit. We're just kind of rooted back to our old ways. Now, we can't, as I said, we can't make an accurate representation until we see England in a couple more games and we also see them in real kind of major tournaments. But, you know, the practice games, as we've seen, are incredibly important to get that consistency running. And, you know, England have just, I just feel that England have fallen away and have kind of just taken that away. And we're not really, you know, we're kind of, you know, we're taking 2 steps backwards rather than going 2 steps forwards. And, you know, I just feel like we are just lacking a little bit. We're lacking something. We're lacking a little bit of energy. We're lacking a little bit of enthusiasm. We're lacking a little bit of passion. And, you know, all in all, we're just faltering. We're just faltering and we're just failing. And, you know, hopefully that is going to change and hopefully it can change. But again, I'm not feeling England at the moment, and you know, we're now getting back to Premier League action, which is good. We then see England again, I believe it's October time, if I have a look. I believe it's around about October. We have a look at the fixtures. Yeah, so we're playing Croatia on Friday, October 12th, so a month today. And then we play Spain again. And both of those games are in the Nations League before playing a friendly in November against the USA. And then we play Croatia again in the Nations League. So we'll get a much more of an accurate kind of representation and we'll get much more of a feel when we get to October time. And hopefully then I will be doing match reviews and give my thoughts and feelings. But generally, from what I've seen so far from England after coming back from World Cup glory, it has not filled me with encouragement, excitement, and I've just been a little bit kind of, it's a bit deflated really with England and find England a little bit boring at the moment. So it'd be nice to get back to Premier League action, get back to Arsenal and you know, really kind of get this season running. I just feel that my football content so far has been a little bit, like, as England, it's been a bit flat, it's been a bit kind of, you know, it's just been a little bit boring, it's been a little bit timid. I want to get back to real kind of pulsating, excited analyse and Arsenal videos. And also, you know, my channel has been incredibly dead the last month. I am working on making you and giving you guys a very, very good September. So just stay tuned. And I do appreciate you guys who've been sticking around and all of the support that you've been showing on the channel so far. We're going to be doing a podcast next month talking about everything that's been going on behind the scenes. But if you have enjoyed this short but sweet video, then please show your appreciation by hitting the like, subscribe to the channel if you're new around it, and check out my great content as well. And follow me on Twitter at DJBagpuss998. And until next time, take care. And this is DJ Bagpuss signing out. Take care, and I shall speak to you all later. Take care, and I shall see you all very, very, very soon.